All right, this is the video review for algebra, quiz 717273. Okay, just a quick reminder, okay, that when the whole numbers like the 2 and the 8 and the 1, 4, when those are regular numbers, when you're adding them, you need to add them. When you're multiplying, you need to multiply them. When they're handling like an exponent, they handle like an exponent. Now the exponents, these over here, the 1 over here that does not there, and the 5 there, the exponents act different. When exponents are about to multiply, when they look like they're going to multiply, they actually add. Okay? When exponents look like they're going to have an exponent, okay, they don't act like an exponent, they multiply. Okay? So exponents act oddly. The regular numbers act normally. Now that I've gone over that one more time, we're going to be doing this. So first, we're going to treat the numbers like normal. So a quarter times 2 is 2 over 4. 2 over 4 times 8 is 16 over 4, which means the answer for the numbers is 4. So I used this already, I used that already, and I used that already. Now let's see the a. A to the 4th power times nothing over here, so it's just a to the 4th power. Now b is multiplying with b to the 5th, okay? And there's a 1 here, so they're multiplying. So the exponents are actually adding. So it's going to be b to the 6th, and that's your answer. Okay, here's a second example. Now all these are multiplying. There's nothing here, there's a 1 here, right? So 1 times 8 is going to give me 8. So now we've dealt with the numbers. Let's deal with x's. Now x to the 3rd is multiplying with x to the 2nd, right? And when it's multiplying, they actually add. So this is going to end up to be x to the 5th. Y to the 2nd power multiplied by y to the 4th power, okay, they're multiplying, which means the exponents are adding. So y to the 6th. All right, now we go over here. Here's another example. This is for 3 and 4. Okay, for this one, okay, first you do the exponent. Now remember, an exponent with an exponent, you think that it wants to do an exponent when actually 3 and 2 are just going to multiply. So this is going to end up to be b to the 6th power. This all comes down to a to the 3rd, b to the 2nd. Now we can deal with what's inside because we dealt with the exponent. Now 2 times 1 is going to end up to be 2, so the 2 is gone. A to the 3rd power times absolutely nothing gives me a to the 3rd power. I did all the a's. B to the 2nd times b to the 6th actually ends up to be b to the 8th because the exponents are just going to add because it's multiplying. Now here, okay, for 5 and 6, first thing you have to do is fix all of this. Okay, remember, the negative signs mean that they're on the wrong side of the fraction. Okay, so let's put everything on the right side. This is to the power of 1, so I'm going to the power of -1, so I'm going to flip it all to the top. So m to the 2nd and t to the 3rd go to the top. To the power of 1, it just stays like that. So now it's in the right spot. This is also in the wrong spot. It's supposed to be underneath. So I'm going to move it to the right spot. You see what happens when I move it to the right spot? It becomes positive because it's in the right spot. This one as well is in the wrong spot, so I'm going to move it to the bottom spot here. And there we go. Now everything's in the right spot. Now we can treat it like it's supposed to be. It's the top number minus the bottom because it's dividing. Okay? When exponents divide, the exponents subtract. So 2 minus 3 is going to be m to the -1. T to the 3rd, so 3 minus 5 is going to give me t to the -2. Now again, the negatives mean they're on the wrong side of the fraction, okay? So now we're going to move everything to the bottom because that's where it belongs. The 1 stays on top. So now it's m to the 1, which is just m, and t to the -2, which is just t to the 2 once you put it in the right spot. And that's my final answer. Okay? Now, yeah, that's the best way to do it. Put everything in its right spot and then just subtract top to bottom, top to bottom. Here, so right now, you don't see it here, but there's an imaginary 1 underneath this. Now this negative sign means that this 5 is in the wrong spot. So it actually belongs on the bottom. So the answer to this is 1 divided by 5 squared, which gives you 25. And that's it for that one. This one, okay, both numbers are being cubed to the negative third power. So what you're looking at is 3 to the negative 3 and 4 to the negative 3, which means both of them are in the wrong spot, which is just going to flip this bad boy. So it's 4 to the 3 and 3 to the 3. Remember, these numbers act normally. So 4 to the third power is just 4 times 4 times 4, which gives me 64. And 3 to the third power is 3 times 3 times 3, which is just 27. And I'm done. This one here, you have to write this in radical form, okay? Which just literally means put it inside of a square root. Okay? That's it. If I give you this and I say write it in exponential form, you would write this because there's an imaginary 2 right here. Okay? If I gave you 3, then you'd put a 3 right here. So on and so forth. If I put a 2 up here, then the 2 would go here. Okay? So for right now, we're just putting it simple. If I say 8y to the 1/3, and I said write this in radical form, you would just write 8y. That's it. So radical form means use square root form. Exponential form means with the exponent. If you're talking about roots, are always in the bottom, the top is always the exponent of those fractions. All right, let's look at number 10 here. Okay, so this one. So this is the 6th root of 4096. So you're looking for a number times itself again, times itself again, that makes 4096. Now, you can try 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That's going to be 4, 4, 16. Nope, that's not it. Let's try 4. 4 times 4 is 16. And 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 16 is not going to give me 4,096. So we're going to skip that one. Now we're going to go to... Now, why do I keep on going to the even numbers? Because this number is even, which means the power has to be even. So, oh, actually, there's another 4. So maybe this is actually the right answer. 4 and 4, and that gives me another 16. So 16 times 16 times 16. This might do it. Okay? 16 times 16 is 6. That's 36. That gives me 6 plus 3. That's 9. That's a 0. That's a 6. That's a 1. That's a 6. That's a 5. That's a 1. That's a 2. If I multiply this by 16, that'll give me 36. And that'll give me 6 times 5 is 30 plus 3. That's 33. Yeah, okay. And then 2 times 6 is 12 plus the 3, that's 15. Then that's 6, 5, 2. That's 6, 9, 10, 4. There it is. It's 4. So now I figured it out. So the answer for this is 4. 4, 6 times will give you 4096. So the 6th root of 4096 is 4. So this one is written in exponential form, but it's still looking for the 5th root. Remember, the bottom number is the root. So it's looking for a number times itself again, times itself again, times itself again, that gives you 1024. Okay? So let's do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Let's see, that's 4, 4. That's 4 times 4 is 16 times 2. No, that's 32. So that's not going to work. Let's try 4 again. So 4 times 4 is 16. Times 4 times 4, that's also 16. And then times 4. Now we know 16 times 16 is 256. And then let's multiply that by 4. See if it needs one more 4. This looks like it's working out just fine. That's 20, 22. And then 8, 10. Boom! Our answer for this one is also 4. Okay, that was a coincidence. My bad. No problem. Now this one might throw a couple people off, but it's actually pretty easy. They already told you what the base is. So you just have to figure out how many times. So this we're going to avoid until the end, okay? So we need to know how many 3s it takes to get to 243. 3 times 3 is 9. That's 2. Okay, let's multiply another 3. This will be number 3. This will be 27. Okay, we're getting close. Times 3. And this will be number 4. This is going to be 3 times 7 is 21. Okay. And 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8. That's 81. Okay, maybe one more. Times 3. That's number 5. So 81 times 3 is 3, and then 243. So it takes 5 3s to get to 243. So we know that whatever's up here has to equal 5. So x minus 3 has to equal 5. Well, plus 3, x equals 8. So now we know what x equals. And that's it. That's what the test is going to look like.